let us discuss about the important question in our part B of accounting, and the name of the question is functions of accounting. So functions of accounting is the most important concept, how the accounting concept is going to be working in our business organization. Once again I am repeating, functions of accounting is nothing but a general answer. Function is an responsibility of accounting in our business organization, and the first function of accounting is maintaining systematic records. Yes, this is the first function of accounting in every business organization, that is maintaining systematic record. Each and every business organization, from the small scale of industries to large scale of industries, each and every business organization must be maintaining a systematic records. So systematic recording is nothing but it is a part of entering each and every valuable financial transactions in the business in a particular business records. The business record is also called as financial records, or bookkeeping. Is it clear, ma? Maintaining systematic in the business organization is nothing but entering each and every valuable business transactions in the business financial records or bookkeeping. Now we have to know the concept of financial records or bookkeeping. Bookkeeping or financial recording is nothing but it is an art of recording each and every transaction in a systematical order or in a chronological order in a books of business. Books of business is nothing but if we want to know so and so particular day transaction, definitely we have to enter the day transaction our financial records. Without entering the previous day of transaction, we doesn't know about the day come previous year transaction. Day come previous year transaction is nothing but if I want to know day before yesterday transaction, definitely I have to enter the transaction in financial record. Without entering day before transaction, we can't able to know yesterday transaction. That is the basic example to the financial records and bookkeeping. Again I am explaining the concept of financial records and bookkeeping is nothing but according to the Carter is the author about the bookkeeping. He can define bookkeeping or financial recording is called as entering each and every transaction in a systematical or chronological order in the books of business. Based on those valuable transactions in a systematical manner, we have to know the day come transaction which are giving value to the business, which are creating loss to the business organization. That is nothing but maintaining systematic records. After the bookkeeping, there is some particular process. After the bookkeeping, we have to journalize the transactions. After journalizing the transaction, it will be converting into ledger posting. After the ledger posting, it will again converting into final accounts. Final account. This is the systematic record of first function of accounting, and the second one is communicating financial results. Communicating financial result is depends on two objectives. First objective is profit and loss account, and the second objective is balance sheet. Why we have to know the communicating financial report? Based on two conditional statements of profit and loss account and balance sheet. With the help of profit and loss account, we have to know profit and loss of the business. With the help of balance sheet, we have to know financial position of the business. I am explaining because of these are the most important question in our job section. If you are going to take any job in financial field, definitely they are asked the questions. Profit and loss account, which it can explain. We have to say the answer based on profit and loss account. We have to take the profit and loss decision. Based on balance sheet, we have to know the financial position of the business in the competitive area. That is nothing but communicating financial results. Now we have to know the three basic concepts of profit and loss account. Profit and loss account consists of indirect expenses and losses. Is it clear? Profit and loss account consists of indirect expenses and indirect losses. Based on these indirect expenses and losses, we have to know net profit or loss. Is it clear, ma? Again I am repeating, communicating financial result is depends on two objectives. First objective is preparing profit and loss account. Profit and loss account consists of indirect expenses and indirect losses. After entering indirect expense and loss to the profit and loss account, we will get net profit or net loss. This is the first condition. And the second condition is balance sheet. Balance sheet can evaluates financial position of the business. I am repeating it once again, ma. Balance sheet can evaluate financial position of the business. This financial position of the business is explained based on assets as well as equal of its liabilities. This is the most important equation. Assets are equals to liabilities. When assets are equals to liabilities, our company financial position is well effective in the competitive area. This is the second function of accounting, and the second function name is communicating financial results. And come to the third function of accounting, the name is meet the legal requirements. This is the most important concept from the day of starting to end of the accounting concept. Meet the legal requirement is having the three conditions. First condition is follows rules and regulations. Second one is income tax returns. Third one is submission of final or annual account reports. Now let us discuss about these five conditions of meet the legal requirement. First condition is follows rules and regulations. Just take a small example. If we are going to start any company in any country or in any state or in any village, definitely we have to follow the Company Provisional Acts. Company Provisional Act is Companies Act 1956. According to Companies Act 1956, we have to start the business. Not only following the rules and regulations of Companies Act 1956, definitely we have to satisfy all rules and regulations with the help of register in the Companies Act. So register in the Companies Act is nothing but before going to start about our company in any village or any state or in any country, definitely we have to say about our main objective, for what purpose we are going to start the company. So that should be, we have to explain to the register. After the register, he can inquire and he can investigate and he can verify the person is valuable person or not to start the company according to Companies Act 1956. And what is the main objective? He is going to start the company. So he can inquire and investigate as well as re-investigation of the objective the person is going to start for what purpose. And the third objective is how much amount he or she can invest while they are going to start the company. The paid up capital is owner capital or substitution capital. Substitution capital is nothing but the startup capital of the company is 1 crore, but the member is having only 80 lakhs, and the remaining 20 lakhs is called as substitution capital. Remaining 20% capital is borrowed from banker, creditor or any other investors in the marketing area or in any competition area. That is the most important function, follows rules and regulations. And next one, just I am explain the last concept of rules and regulation. It is the basic. If you are going to start company, we just must be follow the Companies Act 1956. In Companies Act 1956, if we want to register our company, register can ask the 3 conditions. You are going to start the business. What is the main objective? For what purpose you are going to start the company? And third condition, how much amount you are going to invest? The total amount is you are invested by personally or any substitution capital is borrowed from any other who are not having a responsible person into our company. That is the conditions to fulfill rules and regulation. And come to the second condition in our legal requirement, income tax returns. Each and every end of the year, not only each and every end of the year, if you are going to start any business according to the accounting year, that is 1st April to 31st March, we are going to start the company or any business or any organization as per accounting year. Financial records are valued from 1st April to 31st March. In every 31st March in every year, definitely we have to say income tax returns to the government as well as to pay some of the fees and company register amount to the register in Companies Act 1956. This is the most important function. Without payment of income tax to the government, after the 31st, we have to start 1st April. So we can't able to start the 1st April transaction because of up to the end of 31st March, definitely we have not only definite, compulsory and mandatorily and strictly we have to submit the income tax returns on before 31st March to the government of India. Then after we have to start from 1st April into our next year of financial. That is the income tax returns concept. And come to the third one. So third one is submission of final and annual account reports. It is a small and already we learned about this third condition of meet the requirement. So each and every end of the year, the business organization owners, board of directors, seniors, associate managers, management, supervisors, workers and outsiders, every person want to know the company financial position in the competitive area. For that purpose only